things haven't gone exactly to plan today. The charger hasn't turned up. We forgot cutlery. Maybe it ended up on some island with Tom Hanks. Solar guys have used it, them pesky fellas. Hello and welcome to Artisan Electrics, where we are back out on the road. We're down in Bracknell. So we're fitting a charger that I've never actually fitted before, the Hypervolt. You've probably seen Jordan's video on it already. I'll be honest, I haven't, and there's a reason why. I was going to watch it because I thought, I'm interested, obviously it's a new charger, but then I thought, you know what would be more interesting is if I'm completely fresh to it, not seen it, I've completely got no idea how to install this charger, how it is done. So they're supposedly really easy to install, really easy to set up. I'm going to install one as an electrician with some experience in EV who's never installed one before and see how easy it actually is. One issue, the charger hasn't turned up. FedEx said it'd be delivered. It wasn't delivered. The world out of time, I guess, should be their slogan. Maybe it ended up on some island with Tom Hanks, who knows. We got the email from FedEx saying that it wasn't going to arrive on time. We sent an email to Hypervolt saying that it wasn't going to arrive on time. And the CEO actually got in touch with us and said that they were going to personally bring it down, which is pretty awesome. He's not arrived yet, and we've just been placing our gambles on what car he actually drives. We think it's got to be electric. If you're the CEO of a charging company, it's got to be electric. My money is on Tesla. Nathan's money was on the Fiat 500e. So we're just waiting for him to arrive. And in the meantime, we can get everything else done. Right, so we are under the stairs. And this is where the consumer unit location is. So you've got the staircase there. My plan is, I'm going to see if I can lift the floorboards on the stairs there. And then I can just pop out. I can clip the cable along, down, pop out, put my phone on silent, and then run the cable out, put the carpet and things back down. It's annoying because they've got a little conduit there which actually runs right outside, but the solar guys have used it, them pesky fellas. Got a voltage optimizer here, consumer unit, gas meter, etc. As people know, I'm not the biggest fan or believer in voltage optimizers. I don't really think they're a good idea in domestic applications, especially when you've got solar on the roof. I don't think they work very well. But I've got two options and I've brought both with me. I can either swap this for a Type A RCD. At the minute it's a Type AC. Obviously with car chargers it's essential that you use Type A. Or I can put in an RCBO, a Type A RCBO. I'll probably put this on as a Type A rather than use the RCBO. Reason being, I then get double pole protection. So I think that would be better. Run the cable down, pop out underneath the stairs, drill out, mount the car charger. And let's see the state of the consumer unit. My guess is possibly quite messy because of all of this. Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. What goodies has Jordan packed for us? See, I never open it up and see a Snickers bar that he's chucked in there for us. But maybe that's actually a loving thing. So he's given us that. Yeah, that'll fit there nicely. And it's a Type A. So I'm gonna go charge this torch and swap that out. I hate chipboard floors. Got a little trick. Right, so my idea is another way of lifting up chipboard, basically. Rather than try and hack out every single nail, what I'll do is drill around every nail. So I take the pilot bit out, try and carefully drill around each nail and screw, and then lift it up. And then when we put it back, we'll just screw it in other places. Cool, we can make that work. So when I pop it back down again, I didn't have to lift these nails, I can just push it back down again. There we go. There's the cable out. So I've drilled the cable out from underneath the stairs, through underneath this cavity here, poked it out. I thought it looked better than doing any sort of trunking or anything. Not really a whole lot of effort, so might as well. So, I mean, things haven't gone exactly to plan today because the charger hasn't arrived and I'm not sure when it's going to. I've kind of got everything else done, but when it comes, we're gonna have to put pedal to the metal to make sure we can still get it done in time and get back before the traffic builds up. Thankfully, we've got a hidden weapon on our side. I'm introduced you to an elite new piece of footwear technology that's been developed at the minute. I'm fortunate enough to have the prototype. Klein and DeWalt have been working on it. They've put hours into it, hours and hours and millions of pounds in R&D. But I've been fortunate enough to be sending it out. So I think what we'll do, I'm going to flip these bad boys into sport mode. We should get the job done. So, to show the setup inside this box. This is an armoured cable, so I'm using the EV Ultra cable made by Doncaster. So it's a 6mm SWA cable with a data cable connection inside of it, which I'm just in the process of stripping out. The reason we're doing that is obviously we want the 6mm power, and also we want some cables going out to the CT. So we're going to run the CT cables off of that shielded Cat5 that's inside it there. Using the Whisker 407 box with the earth lug attachment inside of it to keep the armouring of the thing earthed. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And the plan is just push the slack back underneath the stairs and get it all clipped on to this wall here. It's going to look pretty good, I think. Basically, I've kind of got most of the inside stuff done, bar putting it into the board and literally livening it out, and the charger's still not here. I'm just going to try and get some bits prepped outside so that as soon as it comes I can just whack it on. So that for me now is terminating this, because I've got loads of slack, I can push it back under the stairs, and I thought in actual fact it'd probably be quite useful to have a coil of cable under the stairs for if they ever move it. You've just got loads more options if you've got more cable. So I've been asked to put a little epic montage together of B-roll footage to show what they're capable of. We have literally done everything we can now. I've got prepped, carpets back down, we're hoovered. I'm going to do some certificates, which I'm behind on. I've got to do 2. And I'm going to have a little coffee with my man Nathan, made by one of the loveliest people ever. We have fixed the radio now. That was just a weird moment. Right, so CEO of Hypervolt has very kindly just dropped this off for us. It's my first time actually seeing one. I really like it actually, genuinely. That's a little wall mount for it. Very nice. Oh, I like it. There's that CT, so that's cool. First impressions are definitely positive. So I'm guessing you just take out these grub screws, quickly whip them out. As people know watching the channel, I will be completely genuine about products if I like them or not. And I do really like that. Got a Raspberry Pi inside, which is pretty swanky. All the kit, I think it's got the pen fault protection built into it. You just need to supply it via a Type A RCD. To be honest, I think it's not a bad shout anyway. It means if I can't clip direct and I can't always offer mechanical protection very easily, so I want to run it in a twin and earth or whatever, it means that I can protect it upstream rather than downstream. I think I'll probably take that gland off then and just use the stuffing gland and a bit of heat shrink. Cool, let's get it mounted. So this is Flav.
Hi everyone.
CEO of Hypervolt, and he's kindly just dropped this off for us because FedEx, they've not delivered it on time. I'm just looking at the product. I'm going to be completely unbiased about it, even though Flav is here.
It is what it is.
But actually, I really like it. I'm quite impressed. It just feels like a solid little unit. Oh, it's cool. It's even got a little fan.
Yeah, so the fan mostly gets used in Dubai. I mean, some people on the other video, they've said, you know, it's not very useful. It doesn't actually cool the charging circuits. It cools the computers.
Yeah.
It creates an airflow. It's doing optimal power distribution on the CPU. So
you've got your own printed circuit board underneath the Raspberry Pi.
That's correct. So yeah, we design everything here in the UK. That's a proprietary circuit board that we design from top to bottom.
That's great. Let's get it mounted. I'm liking it so far. It was very easy to mount. You do get a metal template, which I believe Jordan has got at the minute, but I've kind of managed to improvise. But I like it. I've heard some people talking about the Raspberry Pi, but personally I don't see a problem with that, especially because you've got a custom printed circuit board at the back there. So I mean, if that was really an issue, you could just custom print another one, do you know what I mean? But yeah, first impressions are positive. I think one of the biggest perks is the over-the-air updates and how easy it is to actually set up. We forgot cutlery, and we have got a pad thai. So I'm just introducing Nathan to the old Sparky fork. Think about how much you pay for a copper fork in fine dining industry. Slight bend so you don't hit the roof of your mouth. And bada bing bada boom. With the current copper prices, there's probably a 50 quid fork right there, but that will definitely do me. Right, let's see. What's the chicken like? Okay, is it going to do the job? Yeah, absolutely. Works a treat. Always using my TLC mortar, link in the description below. It's my express repair cement, absolutely love it. I just think it looks a quadrillion times better than any silicone. And these are my jump leads. Do you know what, these are tool of the day. My Q-Tech jump leads, absolutely love them. Saves so much time when I'm testing, doing R1, R2 and things. Just saves me using a Wago or a little improvised jump lead. So yeah, that is tool of the day today. I just leave it clipped like that on the side of my bag. This is the little holster thingamajig. It's going to hold the lead in nice and neat. So I'm just going to install this for him now. There, and that little crack there. Right. Right, so just doing the last couple of little checks. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the install. I'm really happy with the inside part. The only bit that annoys me a little bit, I was saying to Nathan, it fell right on the edge of a brick here where I came out. So I had the choice either come on the edge of the brick and potentially trip it, potentially blow the brick, or come to a slightly more solid fixing. But then here I wanted to obviously come out in the crack of the mortar line. So the cable comes up and then in slightly, but it annoys me. I would have liked it to have lined up dead straight, but that's just kind of how it is sometimes. We are all finished. We are all tidy, clean, hoovered, swept. So far with the Hypervolt, I've actually been very impressed with it. I have to say, completely unbiased, not paid for video. I have really enjoyed it. Just very, very, very straightforward. There's not really any faff or gimmick about it. The cable's nice and solid. All in all, it is a good competitor to the different chargers out there on the market. I'd like to see, I think, the different integrations coming through, which I think they're working on with things like solar, being able to balance your battery storage, solar, all that kind of thing that some of the competitors do. For just a charger, value for money, absolutely excellent. It feels really well built and solid. I think it looks pretty smart. I think at night when you see that little lightning bolt, it's going to look pretty epic. And the actual internals are solid. You can tell there's been a lot of effort that's been put into it. There's not really been any expense spared. So very impressed. I do like it, and I definitely would happily install them again regularly. So that is us all finished. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed it. And any questions, stick them in the comment below, and I look forward to the next one.